Cynthia Nixon was recently getting some recognition at the Human Rights Campaign Gala in New York. And it's because of her work in fighting for equality for the LGBT community. And there are some rumors that she is flirting with the idea of challenging Andrew Cuomo as governor of New York. And what I love about this story is as she goes up there and gives this speech and talks about issues that matter, Andrew Cuomo is in the audience. And she's essentially calling him out on some of his failures in the state of New York. Now, here is some of what she had to say. We have to be more than the anti-Trump party, speaking about Democrats. In 2018, we don't just need to elect more Democrats, we also need better Democrats.
Damn.
She called on the Democratic Party nationally to pay more attention to income inequality and abandon the big money interests that fund its campaigns.
Andrew Cuomo.
So again, yes, Andrew Cuomo is there, and they both have their moment to speak. And she's saying all these things, and I'll tell you what Andrew Cuomo decided to talk about later. But she also said the following: if we had bluer Democrats, New York wouldn't have the worst inequality in the country. For all the pride that we take here in being such a blue state, New York has the single worst income inequality of any state in the country. How can we know this fact and let it stand without actively working to change it? So that's what she wanted to talk about. Later, Andrew Cuomo came up and talked about social issues, which is fair. It's a Human Rights Campaign Gala. So he talked about the LGBT community. And look, I think those are issues that are important to talk about. But I think far too often we see corporatist Democrats focus on those issues in an effort to kind of distract on the income inequality issue. And
And oftentimes those corporate Democrats will hide behind minorities, members who happen to be either women or minority from a minority group ethnically, or LGBT members. So here's Cynthia Nixon going, yeah, okay, I'm part of the LGBT community, but I also happen to be a progressive. Why can't we have both? Don't hide, okay? Just call it what it is. And Andrew Cuomo is one of the biggest corporate Democrats there is in the country. New York, for all their blueness, has the worst voter suppression laws in the country, arguably worse than some of the worst southern states. You have to register 6 months before any election. It's an effort to keep incumbents in power, because by the time you find out about who's opposing an incumbent, it's already too late. You had to have registered months ago. And they think they're being cute. It's not cute, it's voter suppression. And if you're a progressive, you should hate it under any and all circumstances. You should want as many people to vote as possible, including in Democratic primaries. So if, I'm not enamored by celebrities. So when people talk about The Rock or Oprah, I don't have any interest. On the other hand, if you're going to be independent and you're going to push for a progressive agenda, then bless your heart. In fact, a good example was in Kentucky, Ashley Judd was thinking of running. Again, I'm not starry-eyed about that. I got to find out what her positions are. But when she started talking about her positions, they were actually excellent.
Right.
But so what did the Democratic Party do? Now, normally they love rich people. That's their #1 litmus test. How much money do you have, and how much money do the people you know have? But in the case of Ashley Judd, no. Turned out she was too progressive. So they were geniuses and backed Alison Lundgren Grimes because she was an establishment candidate, and she knew what she was doing, and she was a standard politician. And she spoke like a standard politician, and she got mauled like a standard Democratic politician. Mitch McConnell was vulnerable. He was on the ropes. He was even arguing his ads in favor of Kentucky's version of Obamacare because he knew he was on the ropes. And they let him off the hook because they went with an establishment Democrat. Doesn't get any more establishment than Andrew Cuomo. So if there's a real progressive challenging him, celebrity, great. Right?
Yeah, right. And
have at it, Hoss.
For me, the celebrity component of it doesn't matter at all unless I know what their policy positions are. And I think, with the whole Oprah thing, and I said this when we covered the story after her speech, the Democrats that were supportive of her were just enamored by the fact that she gave this amazing speech, and that we're so tired of Trump that anything seems like it would be better. But no one knows what her policy positions are, right? With Cynthia Nixon, she's making it very clear what her policy proposals are. And so the celebrity part of it, is good in that she already has name recognition that's so incredibly valuable when you're going after an incumbent like Andrew Cuomo. So look, I don't know whether or not she's gonna go forward with it. Again, she's flirting with the idea and these are just rumors. But based on what she was saying during that speech, it seems like it's a serious consideration for her.
For progressives, you're a celebrity, but you have progressive ideas, great. You're a non-celebrity, you got progressive ideas, great, we love it. All we care about is policy. We wanna bring real change for the American people. For Democratic politicians, you're a celebrity and you will go along with the establishment, wonderful. You're a celebrity and you have actual progressive ideas. Susan Sarandon, John Cusack, Rosario Dawson, Shailene Woodley, apparently Cynthia Nixon, Ashley Judd. No. Oh, you're ruining it. Where's the unity? Get back in line, get back in line. And they get particularly freaked out because celebrities have money. So they don't need the DNC's money or the DCCC's money or the Governors Association for the Democrats' money. So they're like, no, not that. Because what if they were to actually argue to take money out of politics? Then those Democratic consultants wouldn't make as much money. And to them, that's the #1 problem.
Yeah.
So if Cynthia Nixon is anywhere as progressive as those comments indicate, run, Cynthia, run. If you become a member of the Young Turks, you'll be saying,
you know, I'm like a smart person.
So do it right now, tytnetwork.com/join. Get the whole Young Turks show every day.